block my time, so
kick it off immediately. We are back. So when we left off, you guys were partly asleep, and Valder had just seen some golden eyes in the darkness and a arrow with him. The second that happens, with a 4 elves appear within the camp and routes for the.
So that I was still going with my action of casting light on the hand axe and charging towards the archer, just in case the archer's still out there. I don't want him fucking sniping at us.
Yep, sure thing. Okay, so let's just.
I'm. Freya's tears, get your asses up. We're under attack. Yeah, terrible.
Fucking hell.
Okay, put that in the chat.
Did we receive a full bed rest? Or a long rest, I should say?
Sure.
Okay.
Makes a difference.
Dodgy. Initiative is 11.
11 for Baldur. Tostig?
14.
Okay. Sirg?
7.
And Argas? Right, so Tostig, you're first. So, in the camp, 4 of these bad boys have appeared, and they're currently kind of throats 4 of the claws, who seem to be quite dead.
Okay, in one rolling motion, I'll pull out the bed, and shield, and be on my feet, ready to fight one of them. Presume that will take a full action to do.
You can go for one.
Okay. Alright then. That's the motion then. I'll roll my attack and the damage at the same time because I know I'm going to hit. I'll slice into one. That's 17 and 12 damage.
Okay, very nice. Alright, slice into one, and it's sort of bright red blood sprays all over the snow. Then Knock.
I'm gonna delay. I'm still working. Delaying.
Okay.
That's easy for you to.
So they go next. The 4 rush to towards different people. One of them rushes at Tostig, and he's going to make an attack with his spear and miss. All right, so this guy charges at you, and he's like, and you're just boom, boom with your shield. Another one runs Seer, and once with the spear and once with the. Okay, I think he might hit one. With the sword. What's your AC, Seer? Okay, so he'll hit you with the sword, which is going to be a staggering. Ooh, not bad. It's going to be. Another legs it towards. Once with the spear, once with the sword. Hitting with the sword for.
Wait, I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna roll that, and the one that hit. Let's see. I need to select the die. Let's do that. No, he didn't. He was
Okay,
so
yeah, so he.
Coming and I ducked it. It was portented.
Yeah, you precogged it. You're like just slightly out of the way. No problem. And then the final one to rush at Argast.
Cool.
It's gonna be 2 hits.
Cast shield. First one comes in, raising
Okay.
my AC up to 23.
Right, it'll still hit the first one, so the second one you would block though if you cast shield.
Okay.
You can do that, sure. So the spear does get through. The sword bounces off your magical shield, and the spear does 5 damage. The archer takes a shot at Valder as he's running towards him, and misses. Oh, you have no armor on, do you?
No, it hasn't dried yet, has it? It was still drying. So my armor class would be just a 13? No, 15. Sorry, I do have.
Oh, so he does miss. Okay.
My initiative whenever you're ready to let me have it.
Go ahead now.
Okay. So I guess the nearest threatening these foes at me. So is he like engaged with me? Is that the situation?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm gonna cast. So he's gonna make his attack. Is that how?
Yeah. So do you get opportunity attacks?
Or
No.
is it when there's ranged spells? I think.
It doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. You just cast a disadvantage attack.
Okay, I'm attacking. So he can make an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, he does pretty well. He gets an 18 total.
Alright, do I want to... Actually... So I didn't have a chance to port in it, so he just is going to succeed. Yeah, just be the trombone, and I will just try to duck and dodge and keep myself alive. Yeah.
Right, so then, Valder, your turn.
Finally, Valder the Assless gets a chance. Can I see this archer that I mean, you should only be about 30.
To him this turn.
You can get right up to him.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck that. I'm still going to throw this hand axe at him. The one that I cast light on.
Yep.
That's D20 back in D6 for damage. So yeah, that's going to be a plus 5, so it's 22. Damage on that is going to be 4 points of damage. It's glowing like a torch.
So it's 6 inches. He's very visible.
I will continue to move up right to engage him, and I guess draw my sword because I probably left my spear sitting in camp.
Aragast.
Alright, seeing how they did us in camp, I'll kind of raise my shield and spear, kind of turning my back to Zerg and Toastig, and I'll say, "Coward, attacking us at night, attacking children," and I'll kind of wave my hand towards Nock. And then I will Aegis attack the one who tried to attack me.
I still make them even though we're in the heat of combat.
True. And
Said your brother.
so that would be 8 damage coming at him.
Okay. Cirque.
Okay. I am going to go in for an attack. Looking these guys over, which one seems to be the most well-armored?
None of them are wearing armor. They're all pretty much in loincloths.
Okay. Then well-armed would be the next question. I'm basically looking for the one that looks to be the most badass of the group.
Right.
Because I owe.
Gotcha. The one who is on Nock seems to be slightly more decorated. He's got more talismans and stuff hanging from him.
All right, that's the one.
All right, so there's one on you right now, though.
Yeah, my oath. I'm just gonna ignore the one that's on me and go at him.
Sure.
All right, so 18 to hit.
Yep.
Then I will, as a bonus action, invoke Divine Favor. So my weapon will begin to glow with a radiant healing energy since I follow Odin. And I'm going to use a spell slot to smite as well.
Nice.
Screw this guy. Here, so 2d12. And then the smite is 2d8. And then a d4. Alright, so 10, 21, 21 damage for normal plus the weapon. Sorry. So 25 normal damage and a total of 6 damage.
All right, so you finish him, cleave him in half. Go ahead and describe it if you like.
Okay. Instead of the traditional downward swing, I'm just going to come in with the upward lunge, and so as I hit him, he's just going to, because we're in kind of a cave, he's up and he's just going to push against the ceiling. So it's not only bone crunching sound from the axe going through, you're going to hear his skull crack open, and it's just going to be a mess of blood all over the place there.
Yeah, you totally dismember him, just and then splat down on the ground again, viciously tear this guy apart. The blood claws, the remaining ones, cheer, and then it will be Tostig's turn again.
Hey, I was just looking at my character sheet and I have an action surge, so I will use that now to make that, I believe. First one slices in. Yep, roll hit. 20 and 20 damage.
Nice.
The backhand as it's swiping back. Right.
Okay, you kill him.
Okay. Yeah, stunning with the shield in the face and then.
Very nice. Sword through the face, and he just crumples to the ground. Knock.
Okay, so if at the first it doesn't succeed, try it again. So the next one can that's freshly uninjured can make a save.
Sure. He nails it.
I'm getting all these good dice rolls out of the way. I have to, if nothing else. So and then I'm just myself back away from combat to the same. I can't apparently.
So the go next. The one who is at Sirg appears right by Knock. Die, sorcerer! Swings for you twice. Ooh, what's your AC, Knock?
Alright, so it's what's mage armor give you?
So that's a 13.
13. So that's so I've got a 15 and I have a shield up my ass probably. So I'm probably gonna want to deploy the shield spell.
Yeah, so the first one is going to be a 20, the one's going to be a 17.
So you know what? Let me. So what I can get that up to a 15. I can get it up to a 19. Yeah. So I'll block one and
okay.
let me lucky that shit. See how that goes. That's gonna. Nope. I think I rolled better for it.
Yep.
The less bad roll. I guess.
So the spear hit goes through. The sword is blocked by the magical shield. Spear, a flame will do. Oh fuck. 20 points of damage.
No. Yeah.
Die, witch! And then, who's left? So two of them have been murdered. The one by, yeah, the one by Gas is going to try and attack twice as well. One's with the spear and one's with the sword. Yeah. So the first attack with the spear misses, and the second attack with the sword also misses. So your shield up, and he's unable to get past your guard. The one by Valder throws the bow on the ground, whips out a sword, and slash.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, 18. Okay. So the sword will do 6 points.
Just realized that, yeah, my hit point counter's gone. Okay.
Okay. And then, so there were 5. Still one somewhere. Oh no, there's not. Okay, that's it. So then, Valder, you're next.
Anyone wants to attack Tostig or anything? No? Maybe?
Tostig killed him.
Well done, Tostig.
Fell through.
Fair play. Okay. So, I kind of glance over my shoulder when I hear Knock, make it a painful exclamation. And I shout back at him. I don't know what the fuck I'd say, but some derisive yet kind of taunt. Try to inspire him to do better, and I'll give him bardic inspiration.
Yeah, perfect.
And then I will use my action to attack this archer in front of me, who's got a hand axe. I'm using my long sword, but I'm using one-handed. Here we go. Okay, so that's a 19 to hit for 8 points of damage.
Okay, very nice.
Plain, normal, long sword damage.
Aragast.
Again, I'll kind of try to stab the one that's in front of me, and the egg attack, so that's 1.
Yeah.
And so he's hit for 17 damage.
Yeah, you murder him.
And after I run him through, I'll leave that spear in him, grab out my great spear, and use my action surge to try to stab the one that's on knock.
Sure.
And I'll say to knock, or not to knock, but to the one that's on him, leave the child alone. And it's a 19.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, he's badly wounded, run through, but not quite dead.
I'm going to look to the blood claws and tell them now is not the time for cheering. Now we feed the eagles. I'm going to go in for the next closest one and continue my rampage. Hopefully. Let's see here. So that's going to be 18 to hit.
Yeah, you cleave him in half.
Okay.
Dead. So yeah, Sirig's on this rampage. He slaps into the ceiling, and then with the next strike, slices another one in half. It's your turn.
Oh, Valda's getting on then.
Yeah, so you can see him. He's quite a bit away from the camp, and he's engaged in combat. And there's the Kaldolfer has an axe stuck in his shoulder that's glowing really brightly, casting a pretty dramatic light on the little duel they're having. So do you want to or?
That be a bit. I'm better off running over.
Sure.
So, beyond my range this round.
You fucker clang 2 ruins together, and 4 sparks split off of it and shoot into the into my attacker for 11 for 15 points of damage.
Wow, nice. Is that magic missile?
Yes, and backing away as I can.
Okay. So that'll take the guy who's fighting Valder out. The force missiles knock him to the ground, and he falls. The still glowing.
Wasn't he doing it on the one that was on him, or is that one down?
The one left is the one on you.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got lost.
Yeah, so then like a silence descends, and one of the blood claws calls out like, "All right, sound off." Blood claws start saying their names, and it's a very short list. So 4 of them have been killed in the combat.
Well, this does not do well for morale. I wince.
We have made some powerful enemies, I'll say as I kind of gather up my things.
Is it a 1-up?
No, they're all gone.
Natural, as predators call the herd, the remaining average of the herd gets stronger.
Odin's cock.
What?
One eye between his legs. I misspoke.
The blood claws get to getting their friends together and start preparing a fire. They're pretty upset about it. One of them says, like, we have we have the Alpha after us. There's no way we can get to the castle.
And it seems there's no more for the moment. We can keep them at bay, but we must do the keep.
And I'll walk up to the one that's kind of panicking and give him a firm slap across the face and say, "Do you want to just surrender and die here in the cold now?"
No, of course not. I just don't know.
I'll start all the rhetoric I know about them dying in glorious valor and going to Valhalla, and try to keep the sneer out of my voice.
I'll say to them, and if you want to do your howling, I won't complain for this time.
They set the pyre and they howl into the night. Do you guys want to get moving, or do you want to wait till...
Sierg is going to do something a little bit out of character for him because he's still kind of lost in this whole rage thing. He's attached the heads from their bodies. Just God, wait for Odin and I to return to kill you once more.
You said it was pretty late to the third watch and that everybody was pretty much as rested as they would get, so we might as well get an early move.
Yeah. Say at least if we... Go ahead.
You go ahead, it's fine.
If we can at least sneak in a short rest, because I took 20 of my 26 hit points.
I'm sure you can get a short rest while they're building the pyre and burning their...
Yeah.
And
stuff, sure.
before we take off, I'd like to search through the Alpha remains, see if they had anything of value or interest.
Similar gear. The one that you killed with your smite, Sierg, has one of these flaming spears, it seems. But Valder has. But the rest, it's finely made, but it's not magical stuff. They don't wear any armor, they just have loincloths and lots of talismans, necklaces, bracelets, all sorts of stuff like that. Their bodies are covered in ritual scars, all like tight lines of script and stuff, and then also just all this, you see, geometric sort of scars and stuff like that. They're ugly fuckers as well. You've kind of been told that elves kind of have an otherworldly sort of beauty to them. These guys don't. They look really predatory, like an apex predator. Everything about them is swept back and perfect for.
I'll collect some of the gems and talismans they had on them, as well as take the eyes out of one of the for heads.
I forgot to do it this time. I'm collecting ears because I'm a guy.
No problem. Do that. Eventually you get moving, and it's not long before you actually see the castle in the distance. It is impossibly large, and this huge bridge that spans a chasm. Not much of the castle is actually visible outside of the mountain. You assume most of it's inside, but and you see it. It seems totally deserted. The kind of crumbling, and your path is free on the way there.
So, approaching the entrance, is it open? Is it closed? Anything peculiar?
So there's huge stone doors at the front, and they are closed.
Seemed like there were the wall like an empty courtyard or something like that. Just kind of looking at it, would that be kind of what we'd guess?
Yeah, so there's kind of like a small castle attached to the mountain, and then in the mountain you can see coming out of it occasionally towers and stuff, turrets. So figure there's like a courtyard out here, and then the actual main castle is inside the mountain. Just as you approach the bridge, before you set foot in the stone, there's all these symbols all over the last kind of line of stones, and it's this really basic symbol that you recognize. It's like a sideways diamond with a line through the middle of warding or protection or watching, and it's often put in places where they're or where people don't want to go. It's set as like a warning. And pretty much like a line of them before you get to or step onto the bridge.
See anything on the other side of the line, as if something had came up to this warding, like any markings, any remains?
That's the question. Yeah, you can see that there are claw marks in the stone, but nothing past these warding marks.
I'll throw pebbles across the warding and just see if anything discharges.
No, so you can throw stuff and nothing would really happen. It just kind of bounces along the stone, echoing a little bit in the chasm. That's it. Wouldn't have any effect on you. They're to keep things in, not out.
Looking at them and like the claw marks and stuff, is it impossible for us to gauge like how long they've been there?
You wouldn't really be sure.
How big the creature might be.
Yeah, so by the claw marks, you got to reckon it's easily the size of a giant, whatever made these claw marks.
The pet's still at home.
Can I look at the claw marks and maybe guess as to what creature could have made them?
Sure.
What knowledge or whatever do you want?
Arcana will do.
Well, that's a 19 on the die again. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm gonna whiff combat rolls and like nail the knowledge checks.
Yeah. So looking at it, the claw marks seem to be made by something huge, and you have to think that it's probably something that was summoned, something not of this world.
I guess at what plane? So that's a 25 DC. 5 away from it in this edition.
You think it's demonic.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, I tell them to keep that what was that that we had? Keep it handy. Cold iron weapons handy. Somebody had a fancier term for it than cold iron. So, all right. Ready.
Karam?
Karam.
Yeah, is the word that people use in this world to describe anything that's from another dimension or another plane, or anything that's like inherently evil. And like Nock, the history of these Jotun castles. Like in the last days when the Jotuns were sieged and stuff, they kind of went to alarming lengths to try and defend themselves, including summoning things from other planes and whatever they could to stop the gods out of here. So a lot of these places are kind of haunted by old spirits and bad decisions.
I see some.
So is anyone going to cross the threshold?
Take a step over. I won't go any further than the threshold, but like I'll take a step over it and just stand on the other side with my shield and spear and notch, kind of to see if anything.
They're good for exploding.
Or hear anything coming towards you, but you get a flash of a vision as you step across Aragast, and you see Thor standing and knitting giants with a hammer on the side of the bridge, as sort of this whirlwind of flame in the courtyard, and then it's gone.
Can I look down from the bridge and see what's below, like a chasm, or?
Yeah, so it's you're kind of almost at the top of a mountain, and this castle is kind of pretty much near the top of another mountain, and the bridge spans that chasm. So it's just like a canyon sort of crevasse below.
This vision that I saw of the god